Below in the deep there's adventure and danger. That's where you'll find Diver Dan. The sights that he sees are surprising and stranger than ever you'll see on the land.
Many lost lands are famous in history, but what happened to them forever is a mystery. Once Finley and Diver Dan nearly found out, and that's what our story is really about. In a kingdom that is returned almost magically, our friend Diver Dan is imprisoned most tragically. The bars that restrain him are hard and unbending. We hope that our tale has a happy ending.
Dan? Dan, are you all right?
Relax, Finley. I'm all right. Except that I'm trapped.
Well, what's all right about that? Aren't you scared?
Well, we have an old saying. Everything that goes up must come down. So everything that comes down must go up, right?
Sounds okay to me, Dan. Well, I certainly hope so.
Of course, if these bars drop down, they can be raised. Too bad I don't have my intercom. I could tell the captain to send down a grappling iron, and the ship could rip these bars apart. They were put there to stay, all right.
Well, won't your air give out soon?
Oh, no, my air is good for some time yet. And if I don't surface soon, the captain will send down grappling hooks. Then you can bring them over here to me.
Well, that's a swell idea, Dan. I'll go tell Minerva. She'll pass the word.
I gather that Minerva was able to translate the inscription.
Well, she sure did. Say, did you know you're standing in the royal palace of Atlantis?
Atlantis? Incredible. Finley, this is one of the great historic finds of all time. It'll make me famous.
Well, let's get you out first, and then you can get famous.
You're right, Finley. Go get your friends. Sorry I can't stay, friend, but I have no intention of winding up like you. At least, I know what happened to the poor fellow now. He was trapped as I was by the iron gate. And it couldn't happen to a nicer fellow than Diver Dan. Oh, you're the last two fish I'd want to see at a time like this. Observe, my dear Trigger, how helpless the great Diver Dan is behind those bars. I'm observing, boss. Gee, does he look funny? I wouldn't look so funny if these bars weren't between us. Ah, but they are. And they will allow us to have some sport, Trigger. Yeah, boss. Call me barren, mindless one. Okay, barren, mindless one. For the first time, I can agree with you, Trigger. Never mind him. The barbs hold him fast, Trigger. But we are small enough to pass through them freely. Hey, that's a great idea. Hey, let's go. Ouch, that hurt. If I could only grab one of those two. Better be. They may break the air tanks. Ow. Oh, Finley had better get back soon.
Hey, you ocean buzzards, get out of there! Leave Dan alone! Get him, Sam!
Let's get out of here, Trigger. Reinforcements have arrived.
Right, boss!
Phew. Glad you came back, Finley. I couldn't fight them alone much longer. And thank you, Sam.
You're welcome, Dan.
Dan, there's no time to talk. Another earthquake is due. Atlantis may sink again.
I've got to get out of here.
The quake is starting. Dan, what'll we do?
Get out of here, you two. No need for all of us to...
We're sticking with you, Dan, no matter what happens.
Right.
Listen, Finley. There must be a way out. A man had been trapped here before, centuries ago, when Atlantis was above the surface. Yet the bars were up when I came in.
Well, what does that mean?
That means this gate can be moved. We must find the lever that raises it. And quickly.
Dan, I can't find it.
Neither can I. I'm done for, Finley. How nice. At last, we will be rid of that nuisance, Diver Dan.
Boss, let me go in and cloud him one more time.
By all means. I'll meet you later.
Dan, look out! Hey, what gives?
Look, Finley, the gate's rising.
Let's get out of here.
Gone, Finley. Atlantis has gone under the ocean floor once again.
Gee, now I guess you won't be famous after all.
Well, I'm satisfied just to be alive. It was a close call. And I owe my life to just one person.
Who?
Who?
Trigger. When he tried to hit me and missed, he struck the secret lever. Good old Trigger.
So nasty old Trigger did a good deed. It wasn't his plan, but he helped Dan in need. Just imagine the Baron when he hears the reports. We're sure that the Baron will be out of sorts.
He moves among creatures of frightening features, flashing teeth, slashing jaws, flapping fins, snapping claws. He protects and he saves his friends under the waves. That's where you'll find Diver Dan.